This is a video that I recorded March of 2017 to document the beginning of my transformation through If It Fits Your Macros. In this video, I believe I was weighing probably in the 170s somewhere. About a couple weeks after this video was taken, I was weighing 167, and it was just for me to document the very beginning of this transformation. What is up, you guys? My name is Belle, and welcome to my channel. Until you find your way back home. So the majority of you guys are probably here because of my Instagram or my Facebook. I've shared my transformation from beginning till now on both of those platforms. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I started this transformation March 5th, I believe, of 2017. So it's been a year and 5 months now. I'm going on a year and 6 months of my transformation so far. I started off at about 170 plus pounds. 167 was my highest recorded weight on my scale chart that I have, that I keep to myself, but I will share with you guys eventually. 170 plus pounds. So right now I'm currently weighing 115. I am 5'1", just to give you guys some measurements. So the reason why I started a YouTube channel is not only to share my transformation, but to answer a few of the questions that I've gotten throughout my transformation, and I figured YouTube would probably be the best way to do that. So my goal for this channel is to not only share the rest of my transformation with you guys, but I also want to share the food that I've been eating, the approaches that I've been taking, everything that I've been doing from day one to get me to this point and to lose all the weight that I've lost up until now. I really want to give you guys relatable content and answer relatable questions that you might have as far as weight loss goes. Also, bear with me because I did purchase a camera to film on this YouTube channel. However, the video that you're currently watching is going to be done all on my iPhone. Reason being is I'm a complete noob. I have no experience with filming. So therefore, I'm not using the camera right now until I become more comfortable and acquainted with it. So for now, I'm using the iPhone because it's what I'm comfortable with. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. I should probably introduce you at this point. This is my boyfriend, you guys. He's helping me film the video. His name's Nicholas. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
So the boyfriend's gonna be in the videos. You'll probably see him later on in the future, probably in the next video coming up. Also, we do have a dog. He's a German Shepherd. He's laying right there. He's actually in really good shape himself. He's always like active. He's super hyper all the time. This is just him right now. But usually he's really up and like ecstatic. Right? Come on, buddy. Maybe not today. But usually he's really happy and excited and stuff. Say hi to the camera, bud. Say hi to YouTube. Say what's up, YouTube. Say what's up, guys. No? Alright, he's not having it today. No worries.
What has been the hardest part about weight loss?
The hardest part about weight loss for me so far has honestly been consistency. And I say consistency because at the very beginning of my weight loss, it was so easy for me to be like, okay, you know, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna lose weight. And then like 1, 2, 3, I think I went as far as a month in, and then I just kind of like gave up. I quit and I dropped it all and went back to my normal, you know, like usual eating habits, which were horrible at the time. And so consistency for me truly has been the toughest part. I think if you have consistency, as hard as it may be, you'll get to wherever it is that you want to go.
Have you always been overweight?
I have not always been overweight. I was a little chunky as a kid and pretty heavy in middle school. However, going on to high school, I got really involved in active sports and different physical fitness activities. So the weight just kind of naturally came off, just being super active at that age. And then after high school, I joined the United States Marine Corps. I was in it for 4 years and I was in decent shape throughout those entire 4 years. And it wasn't until the year that I got out of the Marine Corps that I started gaining most of the weight. Basically, I got to the heaviest point that I ever was in my life. which was in the obesity stage. And that lasted for 2 years before I started this current transformation.
What caused you to gain all the weight?
So this question for me is probably the most personal, and the reason being is because my weight gain, I feel, had a lot to do with the depressional state that I was in, on top of me having probably the worst relationship with food that you can possibly have. I dealt with binge eating. I dealt with periods of where I just wouldn't eat anything to try to lose weight. So many things were involved in my weight gain. But to answer it in short, I would say having a bad relationship with food combined with depression and just not working out.
What made you want to lose weight?
I think I honestly missed being able to do a lot of the activities that I genuinely love, like hiking, lifting heavy, running, things like that. I wasn't able to do a lot of these things when I was at my biggest, simply because all the weight that I was carrying, it just made it like nearly impossible. And it was just a struggle. I wasn't enjoying myself whatsoever, and I wasn't truly happy. So I think being happy for me included being healthy. And so that's one of the main reasons why I decided to lose the weight, was just for my general well-being and health and happiness. And that isn't to say that it would have been impossible for me to be happy being overweight, because knowing that this is a transformation that wasn't going to be happening overnight, I knew that I couldn't drag myself down while I was in those stages, those beginning stages. And I did find happiness going back into the gym and starting to eat healthy again and incorporating all these different things into my life. So it wasn't so much that my physical appearance was making me unhappy. It was more the way that I felt inside, being just in a completely unhealthy state and not having the relationship with food that I wanted to have with food. Like I got to a point where I didn't think that I was going to be able to ever eat like a normal person eats. Meaning, I honestly, genuinely thought, like, man, food is, I'm either going to be obsessive over it with weight loss, or I'm going to be obsessive over it with binge eating, or it's never going to be just a part of my life. It's just always going to consume every single bit. And it wasn't until I got to a point where something just kind of clicked, and it was like, you know what, Belle, why don't you just try eating healthy, work out again, and do the best that you can. And when that clicked for me, that was when my depression and my happiness switched roles.
How did you lose all the weight?
So I started off with intermittent fasting, and I didn't change my calories at all, meaning like I wasn't in a caloric deficit in the beginning. I just literally would do intermittent fasting, which, if you don't know what that is, I will explain probably in tomorrow's video. But I ended up leaving intermittent fasting. Not that it wasn't a good thing, it's just it was no longer working for my lifestyle. And I started incorporating If It Fits Your Macros, which I will also talk more in depth about in tomorrow's video. But that's what I've been doing from day one, basically, up until now, is if it fits your macros and being on a caloric deficit. So that's how I lost it. Working out, having a 5 to 6 day split, being consistent, and incorporating a caloric deficit.
How often do you work out?
So it depends. Because there's weeks where I'll have a 4 day split, there's weeks where I'll have a 5 day split, and there's weeks where I'll have a 6 day split. If you're not familiar with splits yet, I will explain. But in short, it's basically how many days you go out of the week, trying to hit every single body part, like chest, triceps, legs, back, biceps, shoulders, things of that sort. So right now I'm doing a 6 day split. I go Monday through Saturday. But if for whatever reason I want the weekend off, I'll take the weekend off. So it's not like my workouts are just like constant, like I have to go to the gym 6 days out of the week, or I have to go to the gym 5 days out of the week. I'll go at least 4 days out of the week. And if I make it to 5, I'll make it to 5. If I make it to 6, I'll make it to 6. But I enjoy working out. It's my passion. By no means do you have to go to a gym to lose weight. By no means do you have to lift weights to lose weight. As long as you're active and you incorporate some form of endurance training, cardio, or strength training for your core, whatever it is that it may be, you'll lose weight. So if you like to swim, go swim. If you like to ride a bike, go ride a bike. If you like to run, run. If you like to work out at a playground, go work out at a playground. If you like to, I don't know, play hoops, play hoops. Any kind of physical activity is going to help you in your weight loss journey. And just note, you guys, that the goal should never be to make fitness like your entire life and make your life revolve around fitness. Fitness should revolve around your life. You know what I mean? So you should try to kind of make it to where fitness is a part of your life, but it's not your entire life. At least that's something that I try to preach and work with. I really, truly believe in balance. And I think balance will not only make things more realistic for you, but they'll be extremely maintainable.
What's your background with fitness?
So as far as credentials go, I have none, you guys. I don't have like a dietitian cert. So everything that I'm sharing with you is from personal experience and from what has worked for me. As far as what I've done with the fitness lifestyle, I've done things like triathlons. When I first got out of high school, that was one of the main things that I was doing, was triathlons. I've done duathlons. I've done just about every single mud race that's come to Southern California, more specifically the Spartan races. And I have competed in powerlifting before.
What are your goals, near and far?
So a near goal, I would say, is marathon. I'm training for it now. Probably like the longest distance that I've ever ran without stopping is 10 miles. So that's not even a half marathon. So for me, a marathon right now is a huge challenge, and it's something that I'm currently really hoping to do within the next 2 years. As far as future goals go, I really would love to maybe one day be able to participate in a bodybuilding competition. That way I can say that I've done powerlifting, marathon, triathlon, duathlon, and lastly, bodybuilding. I'm not 100% set on it. I am set on marathons. However, bodybuilding I know is something that takes so much work to compete in. And from someone who a year and 5 months ago had a really bad relationship with food, I don't think it's safe for me to go from that extreme to another where you're completely restrictive and counting macros to the T. And I'm not comfortable with that lifestyle just yet. But eventually I would really like to be.
So what motivates you to go to the gym?
As far as motivation goes, I don't really have a ton of it when it comes to keeping me consistent. Motivation isn't something that I've ever relied on to get me to go to the gym, because if I relied on motivation to get me to go to the gym, I would honestly only be at the gym maybe half of the days that I'm supposed to be there. I think motivation is great if you're using it to keep you, I don't know, headed towards a certain goal. But if you're using it in hopes that it'll keep you consistent, I just don't think it's very realistic. But when I'm in the gym, I think music and just getting warmed up is really what works for me. If I had to give you something for motivation, I would say music. A good playlist always works for me.
4 facts, ready, go.
I suck at makeup. I wish that I was better at it. Pizza is my favorite thing to eat aside from my mom's cooking, with pineapples, obviously in moderation. Chest is my least favorite workout at the gym, however, I still do it. And 4th, I'm a PUBG addict. I love PUBG, hands down, over Fortnite any day. Unicorn cuddles, add me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoy the rest of the content that's to come. My dog's sniffing my butt. Really hope you guys enjoy the rest of the content. Leave a comment down below for any future videos that you'd like to see. Subscribe if you can, and deuces until next time. Peace.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah. Fuerza. God. Okay, start over. Stop.
till you find your way back home.